Welcome! Today we're talking about buying your first home without losing your mind, your savings, or your sanity. This is a real talk walkthrough of how buying actually works without the jargon or the pressure. One quick thing before we start. Questions are encouraged. You'll see keywords at the bottom of each slide. Feel free to text those anytime if something pops into your head. No need to remember everything. No pop quiz at the end. Promise. Who is this for? If you're renting, not totally sure you're ready, or TikTok has made this process feel confusing instead of helpful, you're in the right place. This is about clarity, not hype. Quick intro so you know who's talking. I'm Mai. I'm a Montgomery County native and realtor, and I spend a lot of my time helping first time buyers figure this out without the stress spiral. Outside of real estate, I love the beach. I'm an animal lover. I'm usually outside if the weather is cooperating. And yes, the office is still my comfort show. Also, this is voice only on purpose. I hate videos. But if videos are your thing, I'm always happy to hop on a Zoom call and get to know you better. Let's knock out a few big myths right away. No, you don't need 20% down. No, your credit doesn't have to be perfect. And no, you didn't miss your chance. These ideas sound convincing, but they stop a lot of people before they even look at their options. What you actually need is much simpler than people think. You don't need perfection. You need steady income, workable credit, and a plan. Most buyers don't have everything figured out on day one, and that's not a problem. That's normal. All right, let's talk money calmly. Down payments are often lower than people expect. There are first time home buyer programs in Maryland, and the number I care about the most isn't the price of the home, it's the monthly payment and how that fits into your life. This is officially a no shame credit zone. Your credit does not need to be perfect. Lenders care about patterns, not one mistake, and a lot of buyers improve their credit while they're still planning. This is way more flexible than people think. All right, this is not a rent shaming slide. Renting can be great, buying can be great. The right answer depends on your goals, your lifestyle, and your timing, not what anyone online says you should be doing. All right, this is the home buying process at a high level. You can start with talking to a realtor. You can also start with talking to a lender. If you start with talking to a realtor, and if I'm the realtor, I will connect you with a lender. I'll explain each step and make sure you always know what's coming next. Having a lender early on in the process allows you to know your buying power. So I think that makes sense to do as soon as you can. So come with a lender. If you have one you're comfortable with, if you need some guidance there, I am happy to help you, or the realtor that you choose should be happy to help you find one. Here are a few things people don't say enough. Your first home doesn't have to be your forever home. Perfect houses don't exist, and questions are always encouraged. Confidence comes from understanding the process, not from knowing everything already. Online tools are helpful, but local knowledge really matters. Pricing, neighborhoods, and even strategy can change street by street. Having someone who understands the local market helps you make smarter, more confident decisions. If you take one thing from this, let it be this: you are not behind. You don't need all the answers today. A plan beats waiting, and home ownership is possible with the right guidance. If you want help creating a plan or just want to talk through your options, I'm happy to help. No pressure, no obligation, just clarity whenever you're ready. And last reminder, if questions come up later, just text me. You can send a word or an emoji, both work. Same help, same human, no pressure. And oh, You can also use that number to call if calling is your thing. I pick up the phone.